Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Land. We're starting off today's episode exactly where we left off last time, but we're in the shop. Now we've got 131,000. I am going to take out a loan. I know my loans are getting a little bit out of hand, but there's a good reason for it. In here. Oh, I need 284. Let me just quickly get more. Now, this is too good a bargain to miss. We can get Alexian for 284,000. That will run the header we've got. We can also lease another header to go with it. So we can have it standard wide. Okay, we can have it used. No, we want this one. This used. 205,000 discount. Now, if we want GPS, we're going to add GPS later. So we are buying that, yes. Now, as for a header, which header goes with Alexian? We've got the small one, but we may as well get the monster. This one, and he's going to cost me 4258. Okay, so let's just get some more money. Luckily for us, we've got plenty of milk that we can sell. So we will lease this guy. So that is now a monster 12-meter header. I think we're going to need a trailer for this. Let's have a look. Header trailers. This one. Okay, so somewhere around here there's a trailer. Back there. Lovely. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot quickly before we begin. So it turned out I didn't really need the header trailer, but we might need it later, so I'm just going to keep it up in the shop. But now, we are going to do this, and I am going to see exactly how quickly we can get a field done. This is going to be awesome. And of course it's going to make our swaths a little bit bigger as well, which is very nice. Oh, this is a great upgrade, and we're going to stop paying a lease fee for the harvester. That is such good news, because honestly the lease fee for the harvester was costing us a bit of a fortune. Now, one thing I didn't check is whether he needs repairing. Let's have a quick look. He does not need repairing just yet. Okay, good. Whew! I am happy guy. I really wasn't expecting to be doing this. I had already, well, that's a lie actually. Last episode, when I was recording, I was thinking to myself, I only need the header to be a certain size to fit between the trees, but the harvester could be a bigger harvester with a smaller header on, and then I could have another header which is for the other fields that aren't surrounded by trees. And I thought, we could do that by leasing the bigger harvester. We're making enough money per day that we can do that. And then what happens? Well, I was going to lease it, and I was just having a quick look in the shop, and of course it showed that it was on discount. And I checked the classifieds and said, well, yeah, I've got to have that. I've got to have it. It was fate, to be honest, because it was exactly what I wanted to get. So I'm very happy. But I was going to lease it. Obviously, this has put us severely into the red. But all of this wheat will go directly into the dryer. We've got milk that we can sell as well, so there's that. And we've got other stuff over there that's going to be ready tomorrow, I think. We've also got some silage. The silage is ready. So we can, of course, sell some of that. We need to give some to the cows, but we've got enough. Plenty. I'm not concerned about giving to the cows. Yeah. so we can sell a shed load of that as well. Anyway, I'm going to quickly rock through this field. I'm not going to do it on a time lapse because we had a lot of time lapsing last time of baling and the other thing, you know the one, harvesting, that one. So this time I'm just going to jump cut because tomorrow we've got some different harvesting to do that's maybe a little bit more interesting. So, see you in the morning. Alright, the field has been baled up. I've just stacked up what was lying on the field itself. We've got here 4,880 litres. I have already deposited 17,000, so that would have started processing already. It may have even finished, but I'd be surprised. No, it hasn't finished yet. Good. I didn't think it would have done, but it's processed 6,000. We've got about 10,333 left. Okay. We've also got a very small amount of dried canola in here that I wasn't even aware of. And still a decent amount of diesel. Good. Okay. So, we're now going to move on to tomorrow. I've got wood pallets here. I didn't even know about that. For goodness sake, I forget everything. Right, so like I said, we're now going to move on to tomorrow. Yes, so I will see you in the morning, ready for a bit more harvesting. Okay, so there's been a slight change of plans because it is pouring it down rain. But there are two great demands. Great demand for dry canola, which I actually have some of, and also a great demand for beams even. Beams? Is that the one? Yes. So, we're going to sell this tiny bit of dry canola that we still have. Take this over to the bakery very quickly. And then we're going to sell the boards as well. Now, I've skipped quite a bit of time until I got those messages come up. That's the one. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. The messages about great demands. So yeah, we skipped through a fair amount of time. But that's not a big deal. The cows are obviously just cracking on their own. They don't really need us to do anything. So that's good. Now the only thing with the boards is beams even, is that I'm going to have to use this trailer to sell them because I have the other trailer covered in bales at the moment. So not the best solution, but there we go. So we'll get this sold. Not going to make that much from it, but as it's a great demand, we may as well sell it. There we go. 1299. That's not a bad amount, really. Can I clear that? No. Right. Rather than you watching me mess around reversing, I will see you in a second when I put all of the boards ready to sell. We have got 6 pallets here. Now, I don't want to sell all of these because we make less of them. So I have a feeling they're probably more useful or worth more. So I don't want to use them all. But this is just a bit of a cash injection. After this, I think I will skip for the rest of the day and get us to the point where it's actually dry enough for us to do some harvesting. So let's just quickly jump up. Whoops. Come on. There we go. There we go, and that is selling. 7,000 per crate. That is very good money. Nice. So we'll get these all sold. And we should be able to pay off a little bit of the loan. Because we don't need money right now. Well, I really am not going to make any purchases. I know I always say that, but I'm really not going to. So we've got to pay 5,000 today anyway. And I think we can pay another 50. So we'll pay 5, And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So we're now at 290. Okay. Now, I'm going to skip. And it'll probably be tomorrow by the time the rain has stopped. So I'll see you then. Alright, so it is a new day. Which means I need to make another loan repayment. There we go. And we're going to get all of this stuff here harvested. Now, what I should do before I start is, very quickly, I'm going to set up the baler on this tractor here. Let's detach that. Grab that baler. And we're going to put him onto a follow me course. There we go. That is perfect. So we'll turn on. Won't drop him down just yet. There we go. So drop him down. Put him into a follow. And away we go. Let's get this harvested nice and quickly. Now we need to obviously lease the header so that we can do the corn and the sunflowers. I could, I suppose, make maize silage and then just harvest the sunflowers. Interesting idea. I hadn't thought about that. I don't know why I hadn't thought about it, but I hadn't. Now I am thinking about it, and I'm thinking that would be a very good use of this corn. It's not a massive amount, but it's going to make us a decent quantity here. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So in that case, we'll just do the sunflowers today. There's been a bit of a mix of episode times recently, so I'm going to try and stick to a decent time today. Last episode was around 24 minutes, the one before only 17. So yeah, it'd be nice to have something that's the correct length of time. I usually try for 25 minutes maximum. Sometimes I go well over, but I know that I do have some videos that have got up to 34 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And that's not really what I want to have, because you guys will just get very bored of watching that. So, start here on a slightly weird angle. I do like having a nice big header, and having the extra capacity is great as well. Really makes life easier. So, I don't want to time-lapse this because, well, I want to time-lapse the other harvest, the sunflower harvest, really. So I guess what I'll do then is I'll just jump cut. So I'll see you in a second when I'm a bit more progressed with this. Annoyingly, this is not all going to fit into one header's width. So we're going to have one normal size pass and one big pass, one small pass. A little bit pointless, but yeah, it's just how it is, I suppose. And I've noticed as well that the baler does have trouble following me 100%. I think it's because of his turning circle, but it's fine. We picked up pretty much all of the grass, straw, even straw. So I'm not too worried. There we go. So that is a pretty good haul from what is quite a small section of the field. So I'm just going to put him by here. We will obviously need to empty him, but before we do, I'm just going to get this baler stopped. I'm going to collect up all the bales. Well, yeah, I'm going to collect up all the bales, put them onto the trailer, and we're going to sell them all because we don't need this straw. We're going to make more straw soon, so I'm not bothered about selling it. I am a little bit annoyed that we ended up with that amount of straw left, but that's my own fault for leaving on 20,000 the entire time. I could have switched him down to 10,000 and then we would have only had a small amount left in the chamber. But we live and learn. So, park him up. Well, I still haven't levelled any of this out. I don't know why I haven't, but I haven't. So, park him up right here. And yes, I will quickly gather up all of those bales and then we can get the wheat taken over to the dryer. This is a pretty unstable trailer and it's definitely not my best stacking work, but it'll do. So we'll quickly get this tipped and sold. Not going to get that much money for this. The soybean bale is probably worth more than every other bale combined, but we will see. Pretty sure I just told him to tip. I did. So here we go. 6657. Okay. How much do we get for a single bale? 820, and for that one, 2167. Yes, that was a big difference. Well, that's a bit more money. Always good. Now, I'm not going to use this money for the loan because we may need some money because I want to buy seed and compost tea. So yeah, better off keeping the money. Now, what we need to do is quickly grab the JD, or JCB as it actually is. It's not a JD at all. I've got John Deere in my head. So let me grab him quickly, take him over to the grain dryer, and I am a little concerned about time, but I did say I'd do the sunflowers as a time lapse. So let's take this over, get it tipped in, and then I'll grab the other one, release a header, and we'll start working on that sunflower section. Right, the header's attached, and we're going to get started. I waited to unfold because I love unfolding this. It's so cool, and I wanted you guys to see it. Look, everything just goes up, does this little test, extends out. It's so cool. Right, anyway. Now we're going to do this as a time lapse because we've got two fields to do. The corn, I decided I'm actually going to cut it. I'm not going to chop it. That's because we've got so much grass silage. We're not really in a position to worry about silage right now, and I can use the corn stalks that we get from the corn to make some extra money, so we'll just do that. So, time lapse away.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. Back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and
There we go. Pretty good yield out of that field. So I'm going to turn this guy off. I'll turn off the beacon as well. What we need to do is just go and drop this into the silo. We can't dry this, nor the corn. Neither of them can actually be dried. So we'll put them into the silo, and then we're going to, well, we'll empty out the combine, but I'm just going to leave the trailer sitting underneath the combine auger wagon, auger pipe, because what we need to do is, before the end of the episode, we need to very quickly get the corn stalks collected. So that is what I'll do. There we go. This silo was very, very useful because of the price, but it is a bit of a pain. Very small storage, but then I suppose we've only got that one tank, so it kind of makes sense to be a small storage. Anyway. There we go. Perfect. So we'll let him close down, go and park him underneath the auger pipe, and yeah, we will quickly switch over to the loading wagon so that we can pick up all of this straw. I'm also going to drop the time down to ×5, otherwise I think we will run out of time in the daylight. So yeah, leave him there to do his thing. Try not to drive over the straw or smash into the header. We'll get that header returned straight away, because there is no point keeping it. We do not have anything else. Well, we have nothing to harvest actually. All 4 fields are now empty. 4? 3. 4. We do have 4. Yeah. That's me going crazy. But yes, they're all empty. So we need to do a lot of work to get these fields ready. But not today. That's not a job for today at all. So instead, I'll quickly grab all of these and I'll jump cut to when I'm full. 1 1/3 swaths was all we needed to fill this guy up. There's actually quite a lot of corn stalks on the ground. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do the rest of this, but let's get the first one sold, see how much we make. Corn stalks are not worth as much as the other canola straw or soybean straw, but it's a nice bonus to go with the corn itself. So 1962 for a trailer. Okay. What I will do then is I'll get the rest of them collected and sold, and I'll come back to you at the end when the field is clear. Here we are then, 3 full loads at 23,000 each, plus another 6,000. That's a pretty good amount of corn stalks, considering the size of the field that we actually planted. There we go. So 39,898, and we do of course have corn and sunflowers that will sell next time we see a great demand. So I'm going to park this guy up, and then we're going to call it for today. That is going to be the end of the episode. So drop it off here. Perfect. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.